All right, so now we are going to demonstrate another feature of code-ai.nvim, which is using the agents. For the record, code-ai.nvim only runs on the NeoVim instance you are using or you installed it on, but it can leverage the usage of agents. Agents can be found in the code-ai agent repository on GitHub, and you have to install it with just npm install and then npm npx nx restart and those commands. These are the easiest commands to make, to issue in order to build the agent. And here you have the commands in order to make the agents serving. When the agents are serving, you have this message. So the ChatGPT agent is running at port 4000 and the Gemini agent is on the port 5000. The agents can be launched on every machine you want. It can be on a dedicated remote server, it can be on your local machine, it can be anywhere, but you have to know the IP address of the machine, of the server, and you have to make sure the port is open, the port 4000 and the port 5000. In order to make the plugin use the agents, you have to set up the agents. So here it is on localhost 5000 and localhost 4000, and this is how you configure it. If obviously if you run it on another server, a remote one with a public IP, for example, you have to change the IP address, and you have also to change the port accordingly if you set up the agent to run on another port, or if you have a proxy or several things like that. All right, so now we have I have chosen a project which is where is it? It is a kind of a boilerplate application using Node.js and SQLite. I just took the application. I just run npm install here. It was just npm install and then node dist server.js, and then it run. And how it works, if I go here to localhost, because everything is on my local workstation, if I go to /users, I have a list of users. All right. And for example, if I want to add users, I just Caroline, for example, with the age of 14. So I send a request. Okay, so it answers with this, and I can get the list of users, and I will see Caroline here. Okay, so I can, for example, remove the user number 1 with, I think, the delete users 1. Okay, so I'll remove this. Yeah, so I removed the user 1, which was null. And yes, it starts with 2. I'm going to remove 2, 3, 4, and 5 because they are they have no age nor no, so 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so here we have those. Yamina, Axel, and Caroline. So it's okay. Now, what you're going to do is, for example, let's say it is a huge code base and you don't have the time to look at the code, and you are going to make ChatGPT or Gemini um, look at the code for you. For example, say here we have the models. Here we have the models. Yeah. Okay. And you see that the model have has the model has something like a user, and we want now to use let's say email address and postal address. Okay, so we are going to add postal address and email address to these users. So first of all, we are going to fill the AI scanned files file. Here, I tell the globe patterns of the file I want to scan. Right? With this globe pattern, I can, for example, launch the command AI for the code-ai plugin, list scanned files. We can see that this plugin is going to scan those files, the app.ts, package.json, server.ts, all the TypeScript files under the src directory. Okay, and when we are going this, it will be a good thing. Here, I also created an AA prompt.md file. You can have a free naming for these AA prompts, but I just created with this name because it eases me and all my projects are with this name. So this file will hold the prompts I make to the LLMs. For example, I'll say you add email and postal address to the users. Okay, so I will describe the initial situation. Currently, users only has age and name. I want them to have email and postal address too. Tell me all the files I have to modify in order to handle email and postal address for users, and tell me the new update, the whole. I will tell the LLMs to give me the full modified files, but not only the modified parts. Tell me the full updated files and not only modified parts. Not only the modified parts. Okay, so here, right. So here I'm going to. This is I selected the text that will be the whole prompt, and then I use the AI TypeScript Node.js JS file. So here, what it does is it has built a multi-turn chat with the contents of the file and my prompt. So I'm going to show you how. So here you have the multi-turn chat, for example. This is what kind of message has been sent to the LLMs. I first sent the system instruction, help a TypeScript software writing Node.js backend application. Okay, so this is the system role. And then the user sends a first message, then the assistant answer, tell me about the file structure, and then I answer. The project is composed of 10 files, for example. And then the assistant asks for what is the content, and then I give the content. And what is the content of the other file, and I give the content of the other file. And at the very end, this is the prompt that I selected in NeoVim. I want blah 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 blah. All right. And when I gave this, I also gave the context of the project in a multi-turn chat, and then the LLM could have enough information to answer me the correct way. And this is what we get. Here we have the Gemini is saying that I have to modify this file, and it knows what is the content of the file. So we have, say, 4 files to modify, and he tells me in that path you have to modify. This is the updated version of this file. And then for the user, here it tells me this is the modification I have to make. And in order to ease my my reading, I can just copy this to the AI prompt file. Okay. And well, there was something. Yeah, there was something wrong I made. I have to say to start it again. So DAC. Yeah, we just have to wait a bit. But this is how it works. And to be honest, we have VS Code already does it with the ability to select a file to put as context. But here, what I think is better with my plugin is that it is configuration based. I mean, let me copy this first. I mean, I have configured it in this in this file. I say exactly what globe pattern I want to scan, and then I can use it. So I'm not going to apply these changes, but it is just to say you and to show you what kind of feature I have and what kind of help it can bring to my work. For this, it only took ChatGPT answer, but I didn't wait for the Gemini answer. But normally there is a Gemini answer also in this answer. So this is the main feature of my plugin that I really want. I really like, and I encourage you to use it and to tell me what kind of feature do you want to see implemented. I I remind you the URL of the repository. You have the main plugin which resides on NeoVim in this repository, and then you have the agent which is on this repository. Thank you very much.